At Mentors Country Estate. We are in Jefferys Bay in the Eastern Cape. What souvenir?
What souvenir?
A fridge magnet.
After a great evening yesterday,
yes,
we didn't get the chance and the time to sit because you were tired, and I was lost.
And the event was long.
Yes. But so amazing.
Yes, agreed.
Up until a point where I started realizing that we need more of such gatherings.
Absolutely agree with you.
They bring in the people from the same industry under one roof.
Yes.
Under one room.
Yes.
Sharing the same common goal.
Absolutely.
So
yes.
With that in place and in mind, a whole lot more can be achieved.
I agree with you.
Yes.
I agree with you. And I'm so glad that the Eastern Cape has now got a product and a platform to start giving recognition to product. I mean, the categories were vast, 15 categories. And yes, and there was just fantastic product that got acknowledged as finalists, and then the winners, obviously, as well. And what a privilege for Mentors Country Estate to have it with us, and I think that was a great opportunity, and also providing us with a platform to showcase.
And then how did that came about?
So the Kouga local municipality stepped in as the sponsor for the event, and with that they required to have a property that can offer a gala event of the size and the magnitude that we had last night, and Mentors to them was an obvious choice. Within the Kouga region, this is the largest convention center available, and also I think with the relationship between Mentors Country Estate and Kouga local municipality, it was a natural fit.
Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, this is still the host with the most, Smash. This is the Tourism Podcast. We are doing things differently. We are shooting this beautiful episode with Anne here. We are at Mentors Estate. We are in an estate. So from in between our conversation, you will hear pedal being played at the background. Obviously, you will see in between the scenes. We'll show you that. I'm sitting here with her. We're talking about what happened last night, and then we're also going to be touched on what this place offers. What is it all about? How can one get to know more, find out if they want to book, all of those things. I want it all.
Okay.
I want all the
You want all of it, the whole scoop.
Yes, I want all. I want all.
Certainly.
Yes. It's good to be sitting with you and having this conversation.
It's good to be here.
I want it to be a conversation. I don't want it to be an interview. I want
no, please don't.
Yes, I want us to converse.
Yes.
It will make it much more easier.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, when did you join Mentors?
About 15 months ago, Mentors Country Estate required a conference manager. So, and I stepped into the role of that. It has slightly evolved. I'm also involved in quite a bit of trade marketing, which I thoroughly enjoy. I come from a destination marketing background. So to step into a trade marketing capacity along with conferencing, to me was the best of both worlds, because I enjoy both. and I believe I have a skill set and the expertise that they required here, but also to be able to step into that. And Mentors Country Estate for the first time attended WTM this year, attended Indaba this year, have worked closely with our local suppliers to get together with everybody, and that I need to emphasize. You know, the partnerships and the team that we took to these events was fantastic, because we could all leverage off one another. We could feed off each other's energy. We're very different. There were multiple accommodation establishments, for instance. There were other conference facilities, but we're all different, but we could work together. So the collaboration was there. So in that capacity, it was fantastic to be able to attend those events.
Okay, can you give us a little bit of a background, or where do you come from? Career-wise, in order for you to be able to fill in such big shoes.
So I'm a qualified public relations practitioner, and then stepped into a tourism role in my internship at the then Tourism Port Elizabeth, and this is not giving away my age, but that was some time ago. And then got involved in quite a bit of event logistics, which I found was my thing. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed event logistics. And from there, got appointed at the George Wilderness Tourism Organization when I relocated to George, and really found my feet there in the tourism industry, in the tourism sphere. Did a bit of marketing with them as well. But then also had the great opportunity to be exposed to the first of many, what is now South African events, but it was the start of the Cape Epic. It was the first time Sevens Rugby came to South Africa. We hosted a 46664 concert in George. So those type of events, although they were firsts and they might have been smaller than what they are today, they were founding events, and event logistics for them was then in its infancy. But we were involved there from a tourism office perspective. After that, I had a 16-year stint in the automotive industry, did brand communications, eventing, conferencing, but from a corporate perspective. And then when that was finished, my husband and I did a quick stint through Zambia, and then we came back. We have a beach house here, and then we obviously naturally settled in Jefferys.
So that's how you ended.
That's how I ended up here.
Oh, okay. And as you've been telling me that you're finding this place amazing.
I do.
So is it challenging you enough to settle down?
Yes, very much. You know, Mentors has a uniqueness to it, and I'm not talking about the property itself, but if you look at our team, you know, it's a core team, and we are required to be multi-skilled generalists. You need to be able to step into a different role, and at whichever capacity is required, and that challenges you. You have to be agile. You have to know your limitations, but you can also dream with your clients on how it is that we are going to get a concept or a vision into practice, organize it, execute it, and have a memorable experience for our customers.
So, what do you offer here at Mentors Estate?
So Mentors Country Estate is an estate that offers a convention center, as you've now experienced with us. That what makes it unique is that it is a convention center of this size in a VTSD. And that is what is different about Mentors. We have 4 different conference facilities. We can seat from a group of 30. So you want to do a little micro meeting, a micro wedding, a smaller function, a team workshop, we can seat you in a 30-seater room, or we can give you a 2,000-seater gala event, or we can give you a 2,000-seater conference, and everything in between. So we've got 4 different venues, and the capacities of those can fulfill those needs. And that is what's unique about the property, in that being in a small town dorpie, there's not a lot of this around in South Africa. Have accommodation on the property as well, up a 3-star, and then, as you've alluded to, there's so much to do for whether you're a leisure traveler, business traveler. There's a paddle court, that we built about a year ago. Park run for Jefferys Bay is officially with mentors. So if you do a park run, you can come do it here on a Saturday morning. We have a hiking trail, we have a mountain bike trail, and then we've got a lot of open space to just enjoy nature and be outside and just have fun. The other aspect that is for me is personally is closer to home is that we have a dormitory that not a lot of people know about. But there we give school groups an opportunity to travel, children to come through from different places and come and experience this area, stay in our dormitories, have fun up where they are at, but then also be able to do your activities here. We've got a sports field that they can come and do activities at. So that is important, and that is why the property is just, I don't want to call it a one-stop shop. That's definitely not what it is. But it gives very different clients very different opportunities the whole way through.
So would you safely say it's for a specific client, a client who knows what they want, or for anyone?
It's definitely for a client that wants to, if you want to combine the accommodation and the conferencing facility, and you want to come and say, for instance, have a wedding. We have a chapel for you to have your wedding in. Your guests can stay on the property. You can have your whole function done here. We've got a wedding coordination team in-house that can coordinate your entire wedding for you. So for that, from a personal capacity, and weddings are such a personal thing, that's what they can do here. If you have a vision for a corporate event, then the same would apply. You would you will just apply the venue in a different way. Leisure travelers often come here because the estate is quieter, and it just gives a nice escape. So it's hard for me to say which specific client we focus on, but it really offers a vast option to most travelers.
Are there any animals roaming around the
Yes,
estate?
there are. Yes,
Okay.
are.
What do you have?
We have Blesbok, we have zebra, we have ostrich, and then some farm animals. So there's some cattle here, there's geese, there's bok, and a few sheep.
Okay.
Yes.
Within the estate.
Within the estate.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes. So when you do go and park run, and that's what's nice with our park run, you don't park run in the streets with us. You go on a nature trail, and you are going through the nature area on the estate. So you park run in between the animals, and it's just a different experience. It's something unique, and I think that's why our park run that was launched about 6 weeks ago is showing to be exceptionally popular.
Okay. In terms of Jefferys Bay and Mentors safety,
Yes.
how would you put it?
We definitely position not only Jefferys Bay as a town, but also Mentors Country Estate as a property, as a safe space. I think Jefferys Bay town is going through absolutely every effort to make the town as safe as possible. The property itself is exceptionally safe. It's a gated estate, so it's limited access. So I think it provides that peace of mind, the safety that you require, knowing that your family, once you're in the estate, you're safe. Your children can roam about. If they want to walk, they can go have a swim. If they want to go see the animals, they can do that, and you can have the peace of mind that it's a safe space.
Okay. So within the entire estate, can you estimately tell me how many people are employed here?
I can give you, I would probably guess about between 25 and 30.
In the estate?
In the estate. But that now also includes a gardening maintenance team. That would include a buildings maintenance team. And then that would also include the venue staff. Everybody that works inside our venue, our bar staff, our baristas in our Lavaza coffee shop, and then the coordinators, finance team, admin team. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how important is it for tourism to develop in Jefferys Bay in order for it to benefit Mentors Estate? or how important is your involvement in making sure that tourism develops so that you can get business?
You know, it's something that for me is very close to the heart, and it is definitely a driver for me, and I'm talking personally, to remain involved in our official tourism structures, but also take hands with other tourism product. No tourism product is an island. That is a fact. You won't have people coming on a game drive down in the Gamtoos Valley or go and visit the strawberry farm if they don't have a place to stay, if they don't have transport, if they don't have a filling station, if they don't have an attraction to come and see. People don't travel for nothing. There's very few people that travel for nothing. Even if you say, I just want to get away, you are traveling for that reason.
Yes.
Absolutely. So for us, we have definitely this year specifically been taking hands with local tourism product, with our local tourism authority, with our Kouga tourism sector, and in their division they also have a tourism office, to see where we can take hands, collaborate and grow each other and build each other and start referencing and doing referrals to one another. I'm, for instance, hosting a conference group the coming week. They wanted to have an excursion. I've referred them to a local game farm. They're going to go and do a game drive that afternoon. That is how we help one another, and we need to continue to do that. And if we see opportunity where there's perhaps a product that is not available here, then the homework should be done to investigate whether there's an opportunity for somebody, and then the community should be involved in that opportunity. For me, it's important to uplift our community. It is important to make our community aware of the benefits of tourism, and just continuing. It's a continuous flow. It's a non-stop effort to everybody.
Okay, is the establishment graded?
Yes, so Mentor's Country Estate has, as I said, up a 3-star accommodation. So it's 3-star accommodation, a 3-star conference venue. But then also when we did our grading for the one of our upgraded rooms, we actually qualified for a 4-star grading. So when we host weddings and functions, that's a 4-star grading.
Okay, so how important is grading to the establishment?
Grading is important because when you get to the formal structures within the tourism sector in South Africa, that's the first question that you get asked: do you have a graded property? And if you want to become involved in things like tendering for conferences, or you want to be able to host, especially the formal corporate sector, the grading is important. Not just that, it keeps you at a certain service level, because the grading is done annually. So every year you have to upkeep your service level and whatever aspect it is that they consider to that standard. And I think it also makes the difference to a guest, especially to local and international travelers alike. They understand grading. They understand what a 3-star property can offer. The public is educated like that. Your international traveler would most likely say, okay, 3-star, I understand what 3-star is, or I can go and find out what 3-star in South Africa means, and so on for 4-star, 5-star, 1 and 2. But then there's a certain level, and there's a certain level that is adhered to, and for us it's important for our visitors and our guests to understand what they are in for, what it is that they can expect. For us to upkeep that is the most important thing. Our accommodation team is absolutely astutely aware that they need to upkeep, and they do, and they exceed. That's why I'm saying we're up a 3-star. We're not just an entry-level 3-star property. And we are considering expanding our accommodation offer as well. You know, so whether you're checking in as a B&B guest or whether you're checking in as a self-catering guest, you can expect a 3-star experience.
And then now, how important is customer feedback to you? The reason why I'm asking that, I am drawing the question from grading. To a whole lot of people, grading is not that important. They don't see value for money. But in your case, you've already stated and explained how important and how it has assisted the business in growing and keeping up the standards.
Yes.
Now, the other side of feedback that you get now directly from the people who book on a daily basis?
Yes.
Like your one-to-one.
Yes.
How important is customer feedback, and how do you respond to it, whether it's positive or it's negative?
It is the most important part of the business, is to get the feedback, whether it's feedback on accommodation, whether it's feedback on an event, a conference, a function, a wedding. We need to ensure that we exceeded expectations. That is what we aim for. When we get the positive feedback, it's obviously good to know, and we acknowledge internally and make sure that the teams that were involved get that feedback fed through back to them, and we give recognition for that. When the feedback is neutral or negative, it's a learning, and it is what you then make of it. So firstly, the feedback back to the customer to understand the situation and whatever the conversation there needs to take place. But for us, most importantly, or as equally importantly, is to then internalize that feedback and say, okay, how can we fix this? How can we make this better? How can we change a procedure perhaps, or put a new policy in place to ensure that the next guy that comes around, the next customer, the next client, will not have the same experience, and that we can then build on it. So feedback is the only way that you are going to be able to ascertain whether you are indeed exceeding an expectation. How else will you know? There is no other way to know. So it is vitally important for us to get feedback. And we make sure that with every event that we do, we go back to the organizers and ask, how did you experience this? The other thing that is also coming into play a lot is obviously social media and comments on social media, comments on TripAdvisor, comments on whatever platform you consider. And there are ones that are very important because a lot of people only go on what reviews say. So without the feedback necessarily coming back to you personally or to us as an organization, it goes on to a review page. And we analyze and scrutinize those reviews, the stars that are given, the wording that is used, the specifics that are included. And we go and we say, okay, well, how can we better that? How can we internalize that? How can we change that? Because that feedback is broadcast to everybody that's on that channel. And people make decisions. That is how we as a society work these days. We make decisions on what other people experience. That is why a platform like TripAdvisor, for instance, is very important to us. Because you put your feedback there, I come along, and I go, okay, well, you enjoyed it. You sound like me. Let's go. You know, so it's a sort of both ways. It's the direct and the, if I can call it, indirect feedback that we take to heart, and we analyze it regularly, and then we act accordingly.
Have you ever faced with a situation where you accommodated an uneasy customer, or a customer that was difficult to please?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And how did you deal with it?
You know, I think the most important thing that I find with dealing with difficult people is to give them an opportunity to raise their opinion. Give them let them get it out there. Let them say let them feel heard. Let them feel understood. And then from then on, try and see how we can then fix this, because there's some stuff you can fix immediately. If it's there's easy fixes. I didn't like scrambled eggs this morning at breakfast. Certainly, sir, what eggs would you like to have tomorrow morning? I'd like a fried egg. No problem, we fix that for you. That's the easy stuff. There are stuff that's obviously a lot harder. But yeah, we allow a guest to give an honest opinion, and I think if you feel heard and if you feel like there's going to be something done about your complaint, if I could call it that, or your negative perception, then we will fix that for you. And I'm very proud to say that the entire team it's a can-do team. The agility here is strong. So if we need to be agile to accommodate, if we need to do something out of the ordinary to accommodate, we're always open to that, because at the end of the day, we want you to leave with a fantastic experience, which is vitally important. Word of mouth is either the most important or the most devastating attitude and perception of your business. So yeah.
So how important is customer service to the business and to you? And also, how do you make sure that you keep it to the standard of the business's expectation and what the customer needs?
That is sometimes a very, very hard thing to manage, because there are people that have an expectation or a perception of something, and then when they come here, then that perception is not what they had. That is hard to manage. And then you also need to keep the business in mind, but you also need to be aware that there are some things that you simply cannot appease everybody. So I think it's a very fine balance between finding what we are able to do and some things that we simply cannot do. We cannot give you a 5-star. Could we make it simple? I cannot give you a 5-star experience in a 3-star property. It's a simple thing. I can't give you a butler. I can't give you a breakfast in bed. But what I can give you is a beautiful, tranquil property, exceptionally good quality accommodation, and a stunning breakfast prepared by our chef in our dining room at the time that you want it. That is where you need to manage that. And it's a fine management. But the whole team that are customer facing understand this, and we meet weekly and we go through what it is that we're going to be doing this week. Who are we seeing? What are the customers? Are they return customers? Are they new customers? What size is the group? When will they be checking in? What time do they want their meals? What is it that they're coming and doing here? And then everybody starts understanding how we are going to deal with it. And the team is experienced in that we then take that information and we internalize, and then we start putting actions in place and executing. And we keep doing that every week. Every week. We sit on a Monday morning and we have an ops meeting, and it works for us.
Okay, beautiful. Then how is the support that you're getting from the management of the property? Are they fully in control of what is happening in the property? Or they gave you a leeway?
You know, it is for me, it's hard to say that they either way, because they understand that people need to be able to express their skills and expertise, while at the same hand keeping a firm hand on the property. It is a very, very good, healthy balance between allowing staff the freedom to take their own decisions. I'm, for instance, completely in charge of conferencing. I know also what I need to go and see what management will and will not agree with. But I have the freedom to work with a client and to see how we can make their vision come true, meet their objectives for their event. And that is something I always ask first. You want to come have a conference, what is it that you'd like to achieve? What type of conference are you doing? Seminar, workshop, however, think tank, team build, that sort of thing. And then I put the proposal together, the client and I then negotiate, and then I go back to my management team and say, this is what we want to put in place. And because I'm very creative, I sometimes come up with some very creative ideas, and then they will again then manage me and say, we can't do that, Anne, in what we can offer, but we can do this and we can do that. And we have done some events at Mentors where it was a first for us as well. But we need to have those experiences, and we need to understand whether we can actually do that and can reach those milestones within our business, because we need to evolve and you need to grow and you cannot stagnate. And our management team understands that. And the core team, and we're really not a big team. I think we were talking earlier about how many people work here. If you look at what we offer and what it is that we do, and you take away the maintenance teams, if I talk about venue only and accommodation only, they're small core teams, but they all understand their role. Their manager understands their role, the people that work within those teams understand their role, and our management team gives us the opportunity to work within those teams and let everybody grow and develop. And that to me is fantastic. It's a good space to work in when you have such understanding from your leadership. Yeah.
Okay, so now as I see how you work and spread around in the accommodation. Ne? What is that one thing that you love the most about working here?
I think exactly what we spoke about now.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to apply your skill, your expertise in my personal capacity as a conference manager, my creativity, my relationship building ability. To take a client from a phone call of, I want to have a conference, let's take the gala, it was a good example. We want to have a gala in September on International World Tourism Day for the Eastern Cape Tourism Awards. We want to have it for 300 people. Full stop. Over to you, Anne. How would you and your team and the management team now put this event together? And for that and to be able to do that is very, very rewarding. Very rewarding.
Okay, beautiful. Do you consider mentors as expensive, affordable, or value for money?
Affordable, value for money.
Okay.
I do not regard mentors as expensive, and we often benchmark because we believe it's important. You need to understand what's going in your local area, and also what's going in the broader, and especially when I look at conferences, what's going on in the broader market. But we need to obviously remain abreast of what it is, and we need to. When we put a price point in place, be able to say, this is what you're going to get for your price point, and these are the unique aspects that we offer. But I don't in any way, shape or form think that we are expensive. No.
Okay. Beautiful. Can we play a legal game?
We can.
Okay. What is your favorite South African destination?
The West Coast.
Okay, the West Coast.
Yes.
The reason why?
I think for the tranquility and this is a bit biased. I'm from the Boland area, so
okay.
So it's also it's childhood memories. So for me, that destination will always be very close to my heart, because I grew up in that area. So yeah.
Okay, your favorite international or desired international destination, and why?
Oh, I don't have one. I have many.
Okay.
If I were to quickly think, I would probably say India. I've never been to India, so that's bucket list stuff. Just for everything, I think I can immerse myself in everything there: the culture, the people, the music, the food, the architecture. I would love to see India, but like on a proper trip, not a 1 or 2 day trip. It'll have to be a proper trip. But India is very high up on my bucket list.
Okay. Now,
yes.
Let's twist the role.
Oh, okay.
As a traveler,
yes.
Not as someone who offers service, as a traveler, what is that one thing that you hate the most as a traveler?
Ooh.
Something that ticks you off. It can ruin an entire weekend trip.
Oh, there's not a lot that can ruin stuff for me. I think I try and get my head around it, but customer service, and I think it's because I'm in the service industry. Customer service, I believe, should be ingrained in everybody that is in a customer-facing role. And poor service to me is just unacceptable. So won't use the word ruin because I'll get over it. But I do sometimes people offer service. I'm thinking you're in the service industry and you are not giving service. So that to me is something that does not spoil or ruin, but that does get noted and gets a bit of a heart race. But yeah.
Okay. What souvenir mostly describe your personality?
What souvenir?
What souvenir?
A fridge magnet. Because I collect them.
Okay.
I do.
So you're one of those that has fridges with a lot of magnets.
I'm sorry. I had a friend go to Hong Kong once, and Hong Kong's also on the bucket list. And I said to her, No, and incidentally, the same friend went to Hong Kong and New York within the same year. And I said to her, I don't want anything from you. I want iHeart NY and iHeart Hong Kong. That's all I want from you. She's like, and where am I going to find that? I said, that's your problem. And she came through for me. I have an iHeart New York fridge magnet and an iHeart Hong Kong fridge magnet that says iHeart Hong Kong in whatever language it is in the bottom. But yeah, so yes, a fridge magnet.
Do you believe they are authentic?
They come from there. I saw, no, that's a good friend.
Did not buy them from China, from Chinatown?
No, that's a good friend. No, it's a good friend. I trust the friend. Yeah, so yes, fridge magnets, it's my thing. I love it. I've got the most beautiful. I even have a Jamaica fridge magnet that has sand in the toes. It's got like, it looks like a plucky. It's got the Jamaican flag, and then it's got the little 5 toes, but they're bubbles. In the toes are sand from Jamaica. So, yeah.
Okay. What type of a traveler are you? The ones who don't worry about expenses, budget traveler, or the ones that plan long term to travel?
Because I'm an organizer by trade, I am an extremely organized traveler. So I have duplicates of everything everywhere. I'm that guy that has all my documentation in triplicate in everything. There's one in this bag, one in that bag, one in my backpack, one in my shoulder bag. I'm that guy. But when I get to a destination, I'm not about luxury. I often try and plan one luxurious experience, and then I would research and find what to me is what my perception of luxury would be within the destination. And for the rest of it, I just want to experience it. The people, the culture. I love architecture, the food, and just immerse myself in that destination for the time that I'm there. Yes.
Okay. What are 5 things? What are 5 things that you cannot travel without?
Gosh. Comfortable shoes. Who travels without comfortable shoes? Probably electronics, because that sounds horrible, but we do travel with our electronics, and I will be lost without my phone, so I will have to have my phone with me. Mascara, roll-on, and my credit card.
Okay, it makes sense. Do you prefer traveling solo or with family?
Ooh, it depends on where I'm going. I'm honest. I'm being honest. Like, I do not see myself going to India with my husband, because he has no interest in the sort of what India is. I'm just have this fascination. But it really depends on the destination. When I want to go to Europe, I'll want to travel with my family. There's so much of Europe that I want my children to experience. I'd love to go to the United States. That I'll take my husband along for, because he would also enjoy that. So it really depends on the destination. But to a tropical island, I think I'll want to go alone. That just, stuff, my own pace, my own Greek Isles, myself. Turkey by myself. So yes.
BBL. Okay, I get you. How well do you know the countries in the world?
Oh gosh.
There is a country related to a letter that I cannot find in my head. So I want you to help me to find it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. I'm looking for a country that's with the letter A. I can't find it in my head.
Albania in Northern Africa.
How did I miss that?
Albania in Northern Africa starts with an A.
Damn.
Antarctica is not a country, so let's not call that one.
No.
Alaska is a state. There must be other A's, but Albania.
Can you go up to Z? Do you think it's possible?
Okay, we can tag team. You do one, I do one. So after I've done A, you do B.
I do B. Belgium.
Chile.
Denmark.
England.
Finland.
Germany. Where's the H? Oh, wait, let me help you think. H. Hungry.
Okay.
Hungry.
H-I. India.
India. J. Jamaica.
K. Kenya.
L. Latvia.
Mali.
Mali in Nigeria. Check out M in O. Wait, where? Oh, let's think.
Damn.
Is there an O country? You asked me about an A country. Is there an O country? There's lots of other stuff, but I don't know if there's an O country.
No, I don't know.
I'm in O.
I don't know.
We'll have to go see.
I don't know too.
P. Okay, let's keep O's out there.
P. Paraguay or Peru.
Q.
Q. That's Qatar.
True.
Yes.
Q. What is after Q?
Q. That's R. Russia.
S. South Africa.
S, South Africa, Seychelles.
Yes. R is T.
Yes.
T.
T. Thailand, Tanzania.
T. R is T.
U.
Uganda.
United States. United Kingdom. It depends on how you look at it.
United Arab Emirates.
Yes.
The EU.
Yes.
V. Venezuela.
Venezuela.
X.
X, that I also don't know. I also don't know.
Y.
Why that would be Yugoslavia.
There you go.
Yes.
And Z.
Zambia, Zimbabwe.
All those ones, yes.
Yes.
And then we've done the whole alphabet.
We've done the whole alphabet.
We're through it.
We've done the whole alphabet. And then to those who are watching this beautiful episode, the ones that we missed, you can write on the comments the ones that we missed.
Yeah, give us an O.
Yeah, give us.
I can only think of Oregon, and that's not a country. That's a state.
Give us an O and an X because we both.
We didn't get X.
Yeah, X. I don't know.
No, I can't think of
so
one.
at least we're not that bad.
No, we're not. I don't think. We must just now have an opportunity to go to all those places.
Yes, and see all of them.
Yes.
Otherwise, this was a conversation for me.
It was lovely talking to you.
I can't believe that we went this far.
We did. It was fun.
It was beautiful.
It was fun. And this beautiful Sunday morning is helping.
Yes. It's quite a lot.
Yes.
So thank you very much.
Thank you
for opening your doors and welcoming me.
It's an absolute pleasure, and you're always welcome back.
Yes, we must do great things.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.